Good morning, everyone, and welcome to today's video. So today is October 20th. It is Vlogtober day 20, and today we are going to be doing the 30 question spooky Halloween tag from the website Mama Cat Losing It. And so 30 questions, that's going to take us a while, so we better get started. So, again, this is the spooky Halloween tag from MamaCatLosingIt.com. I will link the website and I will put the list of questions in the description below. So, with 30 questions, this is going to take us a little bit, so be prepared. This may be a longer video than normal. Alright, so question number 1. Favorite horror or Halloween themed song? Well, that's gotta be the Monster Mash. They do the mash. They do the Monster Mash. Question number 2. Name something you wouldn't want to run into in a dark forest or in an abandoned building. I probably wouldn't want to run into like a dead body or something because that would be really scary and creepy. Question number 3. Have you ever played with a Ouija board? Heck no, and I won't. Question 4. Favorite horror, monster, or villain? I like Frankenstein's monster. I think he's very, very misunderstood. And a few years ago at Christmas, they had this commercial where, like, his light bulb, like, he had light bulbs and it went out, and the little girl kind of helped him fix it, really trying to show that he wasn't really a monster. I loved that commercial. I love Frankenstein's monster. Question number 5. The creepiest thing that's ever happened while you were alone. Probably a thunderstorm and the power went out. When Sam's being prior service in the military, I was alone a lot. And, I would say definitely like the power going out and in the middle of a bad storm. Question number 6. If you were dared to spend the night in a haunted house, would you do it? I would probably say yes, depending on how it's haunted. Like, if they said, oh, like, there's an evil presence here, then probably not. But, like, just like, hey, there's been some ghost activity, then yeah, probably I would. Question number 7. Are you superstitious? Yes, I am. On some levels, and some levels I'm not. Question number 8. Do you ever see figures in your peripheral vision? Yes, I do. Question number 9. Which urban legend scares you the most? I don't know. So I paused the video for a second because I wanted to look up what exactly urban legend is. And according to Wikipedia, an urban legend is a myth, tale, or contemporary legend. It's a type of folklore comprising stories that have been circulated as true. Okay. So the question was, which urban legend scares you the most? Probably none of them. Because I know that they're true somewhat, but it's almost kind of like a game of telephone where there's truth mixed in with, how it's been perceived or how it's been told. So I don't think any of them scare me. Question number 10. Do you prefer gore or thrillers? I would probably have to say thrillers, simply because I am not a huge blood and gore person. Question number 11. Do you believe in multiple dimensions or worlds? I would have to say yes, and I think that's where things like deja vu come into play, because like I know that like I've done something before, but not in the sense of like doing it like right then. It seems like it's something like it's like a vague memory, so I definitely believe in multiple dimensions or worlds. Question number 12. Have you ever made a potion of any sort? I don't know. Do mixed drinks count? Question number 13. Do you get scared easily? I am definitely scared of thunderstorms, but, and my parents have always said I have a very vivid imagination, and so I would say that I probably end up scaring myself more with, like, what my brain conjures up than what's actually happening. Question number 14. Have you ever played Bloody Mary? No, I have not. And actually, if we go back to question number 9, Bloody Mary would probably be the only, I will have to change my answer to number 9. Number 9, which urban legend scares you the most? Bloody Mary. Question number 14, have you ever played Bloody Mary? Heck no. Question number 15, do you believe in demons or the devil? Well, yes, I'm a Christian, and so I definitely believe in demons and the devil. You're home alone, but you hear footsteps in your house. What do you do? Well, considering I can see from where I'm sitting in my office, I can see my bedroom and the kitchen. It'd probably end up having to be Sam. So, if we were at my parents' house, which is a little bit more longer layout than ours, I'd probably holler hello. If it was in just like a house that was bigger than what we have, I probably would grab like some sort of like big knife and go try to find out what's going on. Question number 17. If you could be trapped in one scary movie, which would you choose? Okay, I'm going to go with a Disney movie. And it's one that really isn't scary per se, but it was scary at the time that I watched it. I would say the movie Tower of Terror. There's a really funny story about that. So I had one of my good friends. I was kind of in like probably freshman. I think I was a freshman. I was either an 8th grader or a freshman. And my friend Carolyn, because I went to church at McPherson, and my friend Carolyn, who is a couple years younger than I was, had spring break the same time that I did. And so we both begged our parents to let us have a couple days like of her hanging out at my house. And so parents agreed, and we went to the library with my mom, and we checked out this brand new movie on VHS, Tower of Terror. And we were sitting on my bed, and there's a scene in the movie where there's a knock on, and all of a sudden, because my bedroom door was closed so that we wouldn't bother anybody, and all of a sudden my mom goes on the door like 30 seconds after that happened, and we both screamed our head off, and we laugh about it to this day. So that would be the scary movie I would be trapped in. Because it's really not all that scary. It's really not so scary. If you could only wear one Halloween costume for the rest of your life, what would you be? I would be a pirate. I love Pirates of the Caribbean, and I was a pirate a few years ago for Halloween, and I won a costume contest. So I would be a pirate. Question number 19. Would you ever go to a graveyard at night? Yes, I would, and I have. One of my friends growing up, her name was Katie, her birthday was November 1st, so anytime that Halloween fell on a Friday or Saturday, we would have sleepovers at her house, and there was always some sort of trip to the local cemetery involved. Question number 20. In a zombie apocalypse, what is your weapon of choice? Zombie apocalypse, and what would be my weapon? I would probably have to say probably some sort of like lead pipe or something that I could swing that gave me like distance between me and the zombie. That way I wasn't having to get super close. And I can't fire weapons. I'm not good at it. We won't talk about rifle shooting at 4-H camp. Question 21. Would you rather go to a Halloween party or go trick-or-treating? Definitely a Halloween party, because trick-or-treating locally you can't do as an adult. But I mean, if I'm at Disney, maybe it's combined. So I'd say either one or both. Okay. Question 22. You are trapped in a horror movie. Are you A, the final girl standing, B, the first to die, C, the comic relief, D, the skeptic, E, the smart one, or F, the killer? Ooh, that's a tough one. Well, I don't think I'd be the final girl because I am just accident prone, so something is going to happen to me. I don't necessarily think I'd be the first to die. I think I definitely would not be the first to die. C, the comic relief. I'm not really that funny, so I don't think I'd be the comic relief. D, the skeptic. I'm not a skeptic, so that doesn't apply to me. E, the smart one. I'm smart, but then I'm not smart. It just depends on the situation. So I guess in the end, I'm the killer in the horror movie, which kind of makes sense because I really like Constance from Haunted Mansion. So in a horror movie, I would end up being the killer because it would not be obvious. Question 23. Do you have to watch something happy after watching a horror movie so you can go to sleep? Yes, and that applies to books as well. If I read a book that like kind of freaks me out, I have to read something like bubbly and happy so that like my brain can allow me to go to sleep. So yes, I do. 24. While watching scary movies, are you A, the person who yells at the characters, B, the person with their eyes covered the whole time, or C, the person who falls asleep? I'm probably going to be a combination of A and B. I'd probably yell at the characters and then hide, but like hide like this so I can see what's going on. Question 25. Are you the one who gets scared or the one who does the scaring? Definitely I would be the person who would be scared, not this one who's doing the scary, because I'm just really not that scary. Question 26. Favorite scary book? I don't really think I have a favorite scary book. I really like some of the like mystery books by Sandra Brown, and I like some Stephen King books, but I couldn't necessarily like pinpoint an exact one. Question 27. How old were you when you saw your first horror movie? You guys are going to laugh at this. I was probably 20 or 21 before I really saw my first horror movie. It's not something that growing up, my dad was in charge of the TV. Y'all with older parents can understand. Dad ruled the TV, dad ruled the radio. So I don't remember if we watched any horror movies at my friends' sleepovers. Probably, like, maybe to them, they may not have been horror movies, but they may have been just enough to, like, freak me out a little bit. I think one may have been, like, maybe it was called Sixth Sense or something, where the mom's died, and the last thing that she says is swing hard. So the son swings the baseball bat, like, beats up all the alien things. I think that's Sixth Sense, maybe. My friends really liked it, and that just wasn't kind of my genre of movie. So I don't know if that's really considered a horror movie, though. Maybe more suspense. But I'm pretty sure that the first time I watched a horror movie was after I was married, when I was 20 or 21. And it might have been the Final Destination series. I think so, because okay, so I would have been just barely 21 because Sam was doing chemo, and we had Comcast out in Washington, and the Final Destination series, it was like during the month of October, like, they had some Halloween movies on pay-per-view that were for free, and I'm pretty sure that the Final Destination movies were on there, and we watched Final Destination because we could watch it for free, and it didn't matter if I had to stop it. That would have been it. I was Final Destination, and I was just barely 21. Question 28. What was your first Halloween costume? I don't know what my very first Halloween costume was. I'd have to look at an old photo album, and I'm not quite sure that even then there's a picture. The first Halloween costume I can remember is like a princess. I remember because I really wanted this princess makeup kit from Walmart, and it had that like squeezable face gel like glitter that like you put on your face, and we didn't put it because back then when I was in school, we actually changed into our Halloween costumes, and right next door to my elementary school was a nursing home, and so we would all parade through the nursing home so that they could see our costumes. Well, of course you didn't do your Halloween makeup at school, so I didn't put it on until that night. And I remember by the time it dried, and we did some trick-or-treating and got to my grandparents' house, I was like almost in tears because my face itched so bad. And so of course Mom's at work, Dad's the one taking me trick-or-treating. Mimi, which is what we call my grandma, Mimi, took me into the bathroom and scrubbed down my face, and it was red patchy blotches wherever that glitter makeup stuff had been. So I remember her putting a little bit of like Noxzema style cold cream on it, and she had taken off every bit of makeup because it's that almost synthetic that 90s play makeup, and I was just blotchy. And so she took off everything, and she just put a little bit of eyeliner and a little bit of mascara, and a little bit of lip gloss on me. Of course grandmas have all the cool makeup, so she just put a little bit of her own on me and sent me back out to go finish trick-or-treating. So that would have been the first Halloween costume I can remember, and probably because I just remember itching so bad. Oh, question 29. What are you going to be for Halloween this year? That's a surprise. You'll just have to wait and find out. Question 30. Wow, we're already at question 30. If you could have a spooky Halloween pet, and the options are black cat, owl, bat, rat, and wolf, which one would you pick? Well, I love kitties. As you all know, I have Peaches. Peaches is actually not our first kitty. We had a kitty that I had raised since he was a baby. His name was Rolly, and he passed away in 2014, right before we went on our first Disney vacation. He was very old, and he did not adapt back to Kansas weather from Washington weather very well. And we actually had a black cat that I had raised from a kitten named Stormy, and her name was actually Stormy Night. But she was not very. We brought her back home from Washington, and she just didn't adapt to the smaller house as well. And one of the local churches was needing a mouser cat, and so we offered them Stormy, and Stormy has been a church mouser cat for, this is 2020, so maybe 6, we moved back in 2010. Maybe it was before Rolly passed away. So at least 6 years, maybe 7 years, she's been a mouser cat for a local church. So she's happy, she's well fed, they love her to death, and we go out and see her every once in a while. So we've had a black cat. Owls, their head being able to almost rotate in a circle freaks me out. So I wouldn't want an owl. Bats and rats kind of creep me out. So it'd probably be a tie between a black cat and a wolf, simply because a wolf is kind of like a puppy dog, and I'm pretty sure that I could train a wolf not to want to eat me. And then I love the Twilight movies, so maybe it'd be like a really big wolf, and it would be able to like carry me around and take me, like, I could have like a saddle made for. Wow, you really don't want to get into my brain. All right. So this was the 30 spooky Halloween tag questions. Again, it's from the website momacatlosinit.com. I will link it in the description below, as well as just the list of questions. I am tagging my partner channel, Life with Roxana. I am tagging Phantasmic Chronicles, Tony Watts. I'm tagging Angela and Jeff from Does Our Dream. Y'all three, you complete this challenge. So thank you so much for watching, and we will see you tomorrow for another Vlogtober video.